at
And
11.
You just couldn't do it.
And I had to cut one. So I actually kept.
You thought about not cutting one, didn't you?
Well, what I did, no, I eased myself off this and gave myself an off ramp where anything that I removed from my top like 20 ended up on a honorable mention list that I will.
I knew it.
Absolutely fucking.
So you
read.
are. So you still.
I'm not going into details on those. I'm just gonna read them without saying anything else. But like. The games that got cut off my list were so insane that not mentioning them, I wanted people to know that I didn't forget them. Complete spoiler, Peterson.
The game was going to hate him.
As an example, Age of Empires 2 is not on my top 10.
Oh.
So imagine if I went through the whole thing and anyone that listened to this podcast heard that, they'd be like, wait, JD forgot about it. I want people to know I did not forget.
Okay.
So you're just trying to cover your ass.
Yeah.
He didn't want to offend Age of Empires 2, so he had to bring it up. So
okay, I'm going to post this in the Discord.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's something different. You can't post there.
Oh, yeah, I can. It's just a different login. Fuck.
I have 2 kudos today.
2 dos. Well, we got time for them.
Kudos.
Oh.
Thanks, Lynn. I appreciate that.
Anytime.
Actually, I thought about you the other day, Lynn, because I was watching some video or something, and they were talking about kimchi, and I was like, oh, yeah, Lynn makes kimchi. Dang it.
I haven't made it in so long because it takes like 2 hours, and I can't be bothered.
Yeah, no, it's not like a whip.
Like you might as well be a year
quick.
Oh, God. Back in the day, they used to like make all their year supply of kimchi in one big go at like the fall. And also, I think they do that because it's so time consuming that you might as well just churn out as much as you can because the process of like fermenting that shit takes so long, or like getting it ready to be fermented. No, great. No good.
Okay. Are we good?
Ready?
Are we good? Okay. Whenever you guys are ready.
Let's do it.
Wait, did you write down what the outro music actually is?
Oh, no, just schedule 1 OST.
Okay.
I can't remember what it's called.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hey, guys, it's episode 420.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, super aware.
Yeah, because 420 is like the weed number, right?
Yeah, it's like the weed number, buddy.
Oh, that's so funny. It's like getting high. Episode 420, all about weed. The pot-sode. Isn't that neat?
You just locked into the 3-Bit Gamer Show. Are you kidding me? You read that so pitch perfect for exactly what I wanted with no stage direction whatsoever. Neat.
I knew where you were going. Neat.
The perfect cadence and tone.
Did I sound cool? You guys?
You sounded like you talk about drugs all the time, bro. You fit right in.
Definitely know how to use a bong.
Welcome to the 3-Bit Gamer Show. I'm JD.
This is Peterson.
This is Lynn.
And it's going to be like the weed sode where that's like all we do is
I am so high right now, you guys.
Oh, you guys.
Hey.
I am. Oh, yeah. I am stoned.
Yeah, I'm taking hits of my joint bongs.
He's getting a high. He's doing a high.
Dude, don't get high. Don't get high.
I can't stop doing highs, you guys. It's nuts. It's 420, bro.
You have to. Live from the 3-Bit Gamer Show. The news. All right, our news this week is brought to us by Crave Cookies. Crave Cookies. If you go to cravecookies.com, you can check out their weekly menu, which changes every Friday. But you listen to this episode every Tuesday and you say, JD, I want it early. Bro, I got you. I got you. You can have it right now. So what's coming up next Friday on the Crave Cookies menu? We are switching the monthly cookie over. Now, everyone that I guess spends half their life on TikTok is going to be hyped about this. We have the new monthly cookie. It's the Dubai chocolate cookie.
Like the strawberry one?
No strawberries, just pistachio cream and kaitafi dough. I don't know how you say it or what it is. It's just it's shredded phyllo dough. Oh. Yeah, no, it's not going to be like my favorite thing to make, and I'm making it all month. But we also have Trent's #1 favorite cookie next month, the horchata, or next week, the horchata churro. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
it's like a horchata frosting inside and on top of a churro. The coco de leche. But if you guys didn't pick up on the theme, this is Cinco de Mayo.
I know. I was like, wait, are we there yet? For some reason, I didn't think we were at May yet. Yes, I got
it. And then the cookies and cream Kit Kat, which is like an Oreo cookie,
very Mexican.
Yeah, they love it down there. Blue, and then the last one is the blueberry sour cream.
That sounds really good.
All right.
It's actually pretty dope, especially because it's a cold cookie. So
that sounds really good.
Yeah. So next week's menu is fantastic, very sweet, very over the top, and like half those cookies have things stuffed inside. So you gotta there's little prizes inside for eating the cookie.
little
it's
toys
a little bit of a crime that it's 420 and you're talking about all of these delicious cookies.
Dude,
damn
you guys. You can get them now. It's just these next ones. You have to wait till 4:20 p.m. to get them.
Yeah, I've got the munchers right now.
Peterson
get the
has
munchers.
Definitely done drugs before.
Go down to Crave Cookies and get your munchers on. A bunch of PlayStation exclusives are leaving PlayStation Plus on PlayStation 5 soon. This is neat.
That feels good. Feels good. Didn't they really just raise the price?
Considering they just raised the price. Especially internationally, they raised it by like a considerable amount. Apparently, these games are leaving the service mostly due to licensing issues or contracts expiring. However, for some of these, PlayStation Plus is literally the only way to access some of these games on modern consoles. A couple that were like a huge bummer for me, because this is what I remember playing on PS3 back in the day. Resistance Fall of Man, Resistance 2. These are really cool shooter games. You're killing aliens that like crash landed in Russia in like the 50s. It was so dope. Batman Arkham Knight, and then Infamous Second Son, which is another console exclusive that you're not going to be able to play anywhere. Infamous was that kind of superhero series, and this one took place in Seattle. And you were like a Native American kid that got superpowers. It was fucking sick. Now you can't play it.
Not no more.
It's just at all. A couple other games that were on this list that were removed from PlayStation Plus, which again, I remember distinctly asking this a couple weeks ago. What the fuck games are on PlayStation Plus? Why are people asking for this? And then they answered my question by removing 21 games from their service, including Grand Theft Auto 5, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, Portal Knights, Enter the Gungeon, the new Ghostbusters one, the Rise of the Ghost Lord. So,
do we still asking the question, what games are on there?
Why would people pay money for this fucking thing?
I stopped. I did not renew my PlayStation Plus this year because I was like, what is the point? I need that.
Is it kind of like cable where it's just like, why am I still getting, what games were you primarily playing on it?
It used to be nice because every now and then they'd be like, oh, here's like a free game that you can download like this month. You get the game for free. But we never used it. It's definitely one of those like cord cutting things where it's like, yeah, you had some nice features, but as you take away more and more and raise the price.
What am I doing here?
I'm like, I canceled my Netflix too. I'm canceling this.
Dude, I have not looked back on Netflix. I'm about a year and a half out of Netflix, and I had it for I think a couple weeks because we had Jackson's before they like cut down. I think they cracked down on it, so you can share someone's account for a couple weeks, and then they're like, "Oh, no way!"
Oh yeah.
And we honestly, by the end of it, we were just watching Avatar, the animated series.
Yeah.
Again for like the 30th time. So I was like, why do I have Netflix for this?
Yeah.
Once they butchered the Witcher TV series, like, my boy, look what they did to my boy.
Yeah.
What else is there? What point do I have in watching Netflix?
Yeah, I know. So stupid of me to keep paying for it.
I feel like if you have as many people in your household as you do,
that's true.
It makes more sense because someone's always going to find something to watch. But when it's like 2 people and you watch most of the same stuff, it's so much easier to just like cut services. You're like, nah, this one we don't open anymore. Anyway, another one to cut. PlayStation Plus. What are they doing? Are they trying to kill their service? Doing this back to back week? The week
it was literally last week. We were like, why are they raising their prices? What's the value? And now they're like, and we're getting rid of all these games.
Which I guess the question is, if you have a choice as an executive at PlayStation, you are Hiroki Totoki. You are the only employee there. And you have to decide whether or not you are going to release this news on the price increase. You're going to increase the price before you take a bunch of games off the service or after you take a bunch of games off the service.
Yeah,
what's the winner there?
Yeah.
Heartening to see people just not give a shit anymore. Isn't that great?
Yeah. I love this part of capitalism where they're just like, fuck you, you need it.
They're just straight up like not hiding anymore.
You can't
eat my
live
shit
without me.
$8 Big Mac. Fuck you, eat it.
That's what it feels like too.
2025, dude. It's so sick. Switch 2 pre-orders, more like Switch 2 disorders. I don't know.
I'm surprised you didn't change it.
Nah, dude, that was good. The whole thing was good.
That's literally
that was
what
a Peterson
I wrote.
headline. Everyone take a moment.
Yeah,
that was a good one. I liked that one.
Thank you. I thought JD would hate it.
Respect the pun.
Nah, Switch 2, for pre-orders we didn't think would be going as swimmingly as Nintendo had hoped. Even though they're like, we made a ton of consoles and we shipped half of Vietnam to America, just so you guys could have Switch 2 consoles. It doesn't matter. Absolute clusterfuck of a rollout across all these different platforms. Walmart. So they're supposed to go live on the, I don't know, what was it, like the 20-something?
Yeah, it was the 20-something.
At midnight. And so Walmart goes live. And immediately they put everyone into like this invisible queue where you don't know where you are. You don't know what your number is in the queue. You don't know what's happening. All you know is you want to keep your page open because there's this foreboding message that says this deal is almost gone. This item is likely to sell out, but you can stay in line and we'll let you know if any are available when it's your turn. They don't know. They don't let you know what your turn is or what that means.
You have no idea how long you're going to be there.
You're just chilling, just praying to the gods of pre-orders.
Just stressed out. Like it's almost on.
Switch to pre-order limbo. You are just stuck in this purgatory.
I can't wait till we're like studying this period of history, how fucking insane it is. Oh, shut up. I'm so sick of gas leaks. I get it. That's enough.
What?
Wait a minute.
They keep telling me there's a gas leak and that I need to evacuate. I'm like, look, I'm recording a podcast, motherfuckers.
It's fine. Hey, will you just do me a quick favor and unplug a couple of those things in the wall right there? I'm no worried. Like, just a tiny bit worried.
How do you feel coherent? How many fingers am I holding up right now?
Fine.
Listen, I know it's 420, but I do not want you lighting
There's
anything
a gas
up.
leak in my fucking bedroom, y'all.
There are only certain noxious and fumes we want you inhaling today. Natural gas is not one of them.
It's fine. All the gas they said was on fire already. Like Abby says, if you explode, you explode. There's no running from this.
Can't stop it. It's going to happen.
Just try and hotbox that whole room.
This idea that through like everything that we buy these days, whether it's like concert tickets or shoes or new consoles, you have to enter this like weird digital purgatory where you're never sure, like, if you're going to get the item or not, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing to receive the item or not, or if you're like frantically checking forum posts and Discord channels to understand if, oh, you're actually supposed to refresh it and then do it in an incognito window and do X, Y, or Z. This absolute insanity. And we're going to explain this to future historians. They're going to have to explain this to people and be like, look, like, this is just how they bought stuff back then. We don't know why.
They used to just go to the store and buy it, and it worked great. And then
they started doing this.
It got so much worse. Nobody could get their hands on anything, and they didn't know. Like, there are instances on this story where people had the item in their cart.
Yeah.
Then it wasn't in their cart anymore, and then it was, and then they go to pay, and they can't. It's like, sorry, you don't have this. Like,
yeah. So at Walmart, they had their like that message, and then you had this bot check that would put you into this endless refresh loop. And so people are like, well, fuck this. I'm going to go check out Best Buy. Best Buy just didn't have it up. Midnight rolls around and Best Buy's like, coming soon.
Sorry.
And so everyone's like, well, I guess we'll go to Target. And Target looked like it was actually working. So everyone rushes over to Target and you'd get the item in your cart. And like Peterson was referring to, they would just say, nope, just kidding. You get an email that was like, you got the pre-order. And then 5 seconds later, you get an email that's like, sorry, your pre-order was canceled. And you get another email that's like, oh, hey, here's your pre-order. And apparently with Target, what people found worked best was just mashing the order button like 100 times. It actually fucking worked. Not unlike a Michael Bay movie where you hit a machine and it starts working again. That's how the Target's pre-orders worked. And then Best Buy's site 30 minutes late just goes up, and they are also putting people in an endless queue. So they're like, yeah, I'll make them wait. Fuck it. Screw it. It's a mess anyway. So some people got Switch 2s. I would say 80% of them probably went to bots for resellers who are going to be selling them for like a $50 profit, which, you know, is big money.
Dude,
weird.
Buy a gallon of gas with that.
Almost a gallon of gas or like 2 eggs.
There are many experiences in life where it's a wise decision to say, you know, it's not really about the end product. It's the journey along the way where you get the value. This is not one of those instances. Give me the end product.
I want the fucking sneakers. I don't want to be
this difficult. I shouldn't have to go on a fucking quest to get a Switch 2. I know
it shouldn't be a story.
Rare loot. Yeah. But I did not sign up for this adventure.
Yeah, you shouldn't have a story to buy something online. It shouldn't be like, okay, here's what happened.
No.
It should be like, yeah, I just went in and clicked and I clicked. And
back in my day, we didn't just buy our Switches. I had to get into a queue and wait for 2 hours. And even then, it wasn't guaranteed.
I had to program my own bot because, like, what are we doing? This
was so familiar to shit that I saw in 2020 when I was trying to buy PlayStation 5s and Xboxes for everybody, because I was work from home and could just sit there mindlessly refreshing pages.
I remember you were just you were on Discord channels and like everything. Reddit,
Twitter, like all sorts of shit, just desperately trying to find one of these. Because I put my head down. I was like, this is going to be my job. This will be my job. Is if these idiot bot resellers can make this happen, I can at least get a couple for my friends. And so that's what I did. And it was a ton of fucking effort. But I just keep going back to what you said, Peterson, is they used to just buy things in a store and it worked great. I guess I'm 1,000 fucking years old because I'm like, let's just go back to the stores.
I know. Like, I think I'm okay with wait. I'd rather wait in an actual line than a digital line.
Because you don't have to worry about resellers or scalpers if you say you can only buy one per day. I mean, yeah, I guess they could work really extra hard, but make them go back into the store and do it.
Like, if some guy, if some chode wants to go in and try to buy 20 physical copies,
Marx disguised,
he's going to try to get 20. He's going to get beat up in the parking lot. He's going to get jumped. Like,
let society take care of that guy. We're hiding him behind a screen for no fucking reason. We've got the
get out of the parking lot.
Meet me. Your fucking thing. Use the stores again. I'm so sick of it.
Yep.
Discord has picked up an ex-Activision C-suite person to help them go public. CEO Humam Saknini.
You got
That's
it.
probably not how you say his name. He's Blizzard Activision's former CFO CSO. What is the S?
CSO, Chief Security
Sexy
Officer?
officer.
Sexy officer. That's it.
I think being a finance officer and security officer at the same time seems like you're saying those jobs are not that important. Anyway, they bring this guy on to help them go public at a later date. Which is what they said in this announcement, is that like this guy's coming in to clean things up so that we can go public with Discord, which is a great time, I think, to do that. I think an IPO when the market looks like it does. That's what I've always heard, is IPOs are best when volatility is high. That's what you want for your new fledgling stock, a volatile market.
Jason is just piecing out. He's just like, I am done with this shit.
Dude, Discord's fucked. I mean, we had a good couple years. This is honestly the best like communication platform we've had in 15 years of gaming. So we got what we needed out of it, but it's fucked. The second the Discord goes public and they're like, dude, investors and shareholders are like, okay, so let's get down to business. How do we make money? And Discord's like, make money? What are you talking about? We don't make fucking money. All we do is just raise capital.
Get ready for the user interface to become absolutely stacked with ads.
Yeah. Oh, already the ads that they have and the way they've tried to display them are so painful and obnoxious.
More.
And I pay money for Discord, so I shouldn't be fucking seeing ads. What is that? The one thing I saw on Reddit that made me so sad is they're like, dude, the free tier of Discord, when they roll that out, is going to it's going to have a limit on how many messages you can send a day. 20 messages per day.
Sweet.
Yeah. That would be...
Dude, think about it.
We kill it.
Yeah. They don't
honestly, like someone needs to start developing like Discord 2 right now, and just
they're already working on it. Dude, if you are working on exactly. If you're working on a software like this and you're not immediately like working extra hard upon this announcement,
this is our time. This is our time.
This is time is now, folks.
A good point. With every fall comes opportunity. Season.
Yeah.
And I want someone to seize it because I don't want Discord.
You can have a company that goes public.
And then one person from that company gets rich and everyone else gets fucked, including all of your users. You
absolutely can live the American dream.
The American dream is tight and totally sustainable.
So sustainable. Look at how well it's working out for us.
Fucking gas leaks everywhere.
We're doing great.
Gas leaks. Christ.
Gas leaks. It's not happening everywhere. I don't know what's happening in your neighborhood, but you should be a little worried.
They tell me to evacuate. I ignore them. Case closed. Leave me alone. Jeez.
Okay.
Riblets. All right, Riblets. These little meat chunks of news. Not like a whole rib. Not a whole meaty news story. In fact, most of the news stories we've already done this week have been close to Riblets. This is a really sad night at the Applebee's, is what I'm telling you. They're selling riblets as ribs, and they're selling like rib scraps as riblets. It's bleak out there.
The supply chain is broken.
Yeah.
What's the riblet of a riblet? That's where we're at now.
Yeah, Applebee's can't get its cheap knockoff rib meat from China anymore. These are the riblets we're getting. It's gonna be even harder to get your nudie mods for the Oblivion remaster.
They turned these are real quick.
This is the angriest I've been.
Why would they even remaster it if I can't make everyone walk around naked? I don't even what's the point of games anymore? This is stupid.
What is the point of games? If I'm not horny while I'm playing video games, I'm not multitasking. I am wasting my
what's
time.
The point?
Why did I stop? I stopped watching porn for this.
What am I supposed to do with this boner, huh? What am I supposed to do with this?
It's ridiculous. Bethesda's official support page reads that mods are not supported for the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remaster. I mean, look, modders are going to find a way to do it anyway. It's
So
like they're
they
probably already
can.
working on it.
They can. They just can't do it before. Like the code was opened up, they could go in and do it. Now they have to go through all the back channels that, like other games have. Like you have to go through back channels and download. Like
it works just fine. But
it's just
Bethesda
more
has
annoying.
modding tools that they release typically.
Yeah.
Alongside their games. So
they make it very easy, and this time they didn't make it easy for whatever reason.
Probably because of all of the dicks.
The ingenuity of the human spirit will find a way to
get your dicks back.
They didn't like it when people were doing nudie mods and Thomas the Tank Engine mods together, and it was highly inappropriate.
The things men will do to see peen.
Few motivations inspire such moments of inspiration, hard work, resilience.
A long-standing Star Wars theory is finally true, I guess, in Fortnite. But hey, they released significant story details for the last trilogy in Fortnite. So I think Fortnite is officially a canon vehicle for Star Wars lore.
If they pay enough, Disney will let anyone write canon.
Whatever you fucking want. You want Fortnite to feature Darth Jar Jar Binks? A 2015 Reddit meme that, honestly, I don't know why we're still memeing about it. I feel like 2015 memes. Look.
No, it's real.
No, this is real. They actually have Darth Jar
Jar in Fortnite.
In Fortnite. Like they've recognized him.
I just thought that was so funny because yes, it's from like these like just goofy theory memes like from 10 years ago, and now it's in Fortnite. Like the kids don't even know what this is from.
Yeah, like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. Is a 2015 meme it's older than most of the new movies. And as another thing, what is that? Any meme that came out before 2020? I'm out on. We're not doing that anymore. There's like a big line, like a huge wall of demarcation of the before time memes and what's fucking real and right in front of us.
And it's not even like a legacy meme that like has persisted and transcended beyond like and become more than that. No, this is one that we genuinely forgot about. And they resurrected its decayed, bloated
It's just like they put Coney 2012 in fucking Fortnite.
Oh my god!
What are we doing?
I forgot about Coney until right now.
It's the future now. Donald Trump is president again.
I forgot about.
We're not doing 2015 memes anymore.
Coney?
We're not doing it, you guys. Darth Jar Jar, it's cute. No.
I can't. I legit haven't thought about that since 2012.
That is such a callback, God.
Lost it.
Exactly what we're fucking
You're opening
about.
my brain up to
I know. We're not doing these memes anymore. We are in the end time memes, folks. If we're not memeing about the end of the planet,
what?
I don't want to hear it.
Here's the thing, though. If they had put a Coney 2020 joke into Fortnite, that would have been funnier than Darth Jar Jar.
Lynn's not wrong. Lynn is not wrong. That would have been better. Like a Harambe joke. Baldur's Gate 3's director says that making DLC for its game is boring for them. Fucking dude, Sven Vinky, he doesn't give a shit.
He
does not give a fuck. He's walks out here, favorites. Drops Baldur's Gate 3, an absolute like stellar, flawless game. Like a nuclear bomb. And then he just walks the fuck away. They're like, "You gonna make another one?" He's like, "No." "You gonna make DLC?" He's like, "Fuck, that's boring as shit. Eat my poo. I'm out." What? Unheard of. They didn't make Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. He just showed up to make 3 and then pieced. Imagine if Bethesda had done that with Fallout and never made another Fallout game. They're like, "Yeah, fuck you." Yeah, we made like Fallout 3. It redefined the entire series. It's incredible, and it's boring. We're not going to make DLC for that. It's a good game anyway. On to the next thing. I would have so much respect for that. This is so fucking cool. Sven Vinky.
He's my favorite. Yeah, the majority of Baldur's Gate fans are like, yeah, respect. Like, they're not mad that they're not getting new content. They'd love new content. I would kill for new content. But the reasoning why, it's like our developers would be sad. They don't want to like grind on a boring story that has burnt them out. They're fried.
Yeah, so we're gonna go make another just
fine.
absolute bomb.
Dude,
I'll just
crazy.
replay it for the 18th time. That's cool.
Yeah, because isn't that the thing about this game is you can play it like 1,000 times and every single time it'd be way different.
Yeah, if you want to. Or you can be like me and make the same decisions over and over again.
It makes me feel comfortable. I know how it's going to go.
I have tried this twice in my life to replay a game making different decisions, and I never do. I can't.
Can't do it.
No,
can't do it.
Because
I made the right decision the first time. I made the right decision the first time.
I can't go back and do an evil playthrough. I like just can't do it. I try. I can't. So, yeah.
We'll talk about this later with my top 10. Absolutely. Good foreshadowing. Foreshadowing.
It's going to be like my first playthrough of Baldur's Gate. Number 9. My third playthrough of Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Completely different story.
Ooh, this playthrough was really good, though.
Surprised, but the second playthrough. You think it'd be the first, but you're wrong.
No, spoiler alert, it does make an appearance later in this top 10. So,
all right, do the clip.
Check out the music I added to this.
Dude, it's time for a JD's sales report.
Psych. It's a 420 psych.
Oh,
is that what you do?
My mind, bro.
Got him, bro.
420 fools.
4 million people have already tried the Oblivion remaster. This was announced by Bethesda on Blue Sky. 4 million people is a lot. I know it's on Game Pass, so it's kind of a gimme.
Yeah,
but I mean that's kind of cool.
Like,
it's on my wish list.
It's crazy because it was one of those things. The way we like games to be announced, they had like the countdown, whatever. That was whatever. Everyone knew it was Oblivion. No one was like, "What is it gonna be?" So they finally come out. They talk about it for a second, and he's like, and I caught this part of it. I watched 3 minutes of it, and I caught it where he's like, "And it's available right now." And then I was like, "Oh, nice." And then that's how we want our games announced, though. That's my favorite way.
Yeah, just tell us it's out now.
I don't want to be like, it's coming out in 2028, and I'm like, oh, I used to care, and then I stopped.
Yeah, because that means you're not going to start develop on it until next year. And then you're going to restart that a year later. And then crunch it for the last 6 months of 2028 and then give me this like crap pile of a game. Don't announce it until you're ready.
My nervous system is too wrecked to have hype. Can't do it.
I don't have room for this.
Kudos, positivity segment. Stuff we like. We got some good ones here. Who wants to go first?
I've got 2, so I'll do one first.
Okay.
This one is not a Fudos. My other one is. So this is for a podcast called Heavyweight. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, believe it or not. But I did see this one recommended. I don't even remember where or by who. But I was like, I put it on my list of, I put it in my podcast app. And then the other day I was like, I'm going to try it. It was not what I expected. I was like, why was I even intrigued by this to begin with? This is this guy who is so dorky. Honestly, everything he says, I'm like, you're the biggest dork I've ever heard of. But he finds people who want to usually reconcile something from their past, or he's going back and figuring out something from the past that's been bugging him, or like, but there's a lot of episodes where they're reconciling something from the past. And it is crazy, like in the things that he actually gets accomplished in these episodes. Does a lot of work, like a lot of like travel and stuff like that. So there's not like tons and tons and tons of episodes not coming out every week, but it does go back several years. Like he started like in 2018, like when we started or something. So he's got like a bunch. But here's the fair warning: some of them are a little boring, but most of them, especially in his season 1, I made me cry almost every single time.
Damn.
Like there's a moment in it where I'm like sitting in my car, like, oh my gosh,
like wholesome.
Yeah. In a good way. Yeah. In a good way. It's very good. It's very good. It is like a human interest type of podcast because it is so specific. Like you're not invested in these people. It's like people you know. It's like people he knows. Like sometimes it's like a random dude he knows, or like some random person that just like will message him and wants help with something. And it's like there's one where she's like, this girl was bullied in junior high 35 years ago, and it changed like the whole course of her social life from then on. And like, so he's like going back and talking to the bullies and like seeing like what all this it's crazy. And like those are the ones where you're like, oh, this is gonna be juicy. It is not. Those are the ones that'll make you tear up the most. So it's called Heavyweight. It's very good. Again, the host is the biggest dork of a human you'll ever find. Like there's some stuff that's like normal pop culture stuff. He's like, I never even heard of this thing. Like he's a giant dork. But
I'm not going to deter anyone listening to this podcast.
Yeah, no, I'm like, that sounds a little too relatable.
By comparison, we are the three of the coolest people that have ever lived. I am not kidding. I can't explain how dorky this guy is.
Listen, my life isn't as glamorous as this podcast makes it look.
I'm not the super famous millionaire that you guys think I am.
No.
Anyways, so check it out. Seriously, check it out. The episodes are not long, 30 to 45 minutes usually. It's an easy listen on a drive. You have the tissues ready. You might, if you're like me, but I choke up like almost every movie I watch these days. At some point I'll get choked up. Sometimes it is a nonsense reason. Makes no sense. I'm like, why is this even making me? I don't know. But this one got me. Heavyweight. Check it out. It is very good.
All right, Lynn, why don't you do your kudos straight out of primary class?
Mine's going to be like real, like shallow compared to Peterson's, but my kudos is multi-grain Cheerios.
Fuck yes.
Dude. Do you remember the last time you had a bowl of multi-grain Cheerios?
No, I was like 8 years old, maybe.
Dude, they are so good because they're not like good. Cheerios that are too sweet. They're not like plain Cheerios that are too boring, like Puritan, don't have sex food. Right in the middle. Right in the middle. It's just a little bit of sweet. Just a little bit. It's so good. I'll like pound 3 bowls in one sitting.
Are you eating these with real milk? Are you like a oat milk?
No, I'm an oat milk girly because somebody's lactose intolerant. So unless you want real natural gas leaks up in here, you don't do that in this house.
Yeah, I'm with you, Lynn. The other day, I had my cereal. I had my cereal with regular milk because I was out of almond milk.
Attaboy.
And 30 minutes later, I was like, I shouldn't have done that. I should have just not eaten anything. Yeah, so
bloated, and then the toilet is destroyed.
Like everything's destroyed. Do you like oat milk? Is oat milk better than almond milk, or?
I feel like it is the closest you can get to milk, like cow milk.
Okay,
it's the closest flavor you can get.
Or
taste-wise and like texture-wise.
Cow milk. JD, just stop. Okay. Stop
what? Do you want me to tell you what my milk diet was today?
I don't like the taste of cow milk.
How many glasses of milk did you drink?
I've had almost an entire half gallon of milk today.
Whole milk.
That's
probably.
A purebred American boy
whole
right
milk.
There.
Yeah, I ran 9 miles and all I've been doing is drinking whole milk all day.
Milk was a bad choice.
Yeah, that's how I roll. I get right back from a run and just chug fucking whole milk.
Like a psycho.
I'm a big boy. I'm
a
growing
psychopath
boy.
Behavior.
And
I'm glad that I'm on your good side.
Psychopath for how much milk I drink.
Yeah,
look, only 50% of serial killers like milk.
No,
okay.
Wait. Yeah, there's a reason for that. We can't get into it now because we already go on enough tangents whenever I'm on the show. I'm sorry, but look it up. There's a reason why milk is creepy in film.
Thank you, Lynn. I like having one on my team on this one because usually it's me versus JD and somebody else.
I don't even.
No, man, oat milk is great. It tastes just as good. Makes a great latte. Doesn't make you fart or shit violently.
I'm so sorry. Pause. I want to pause, Lynn. JD just very quietly said, "It doesn't even make me. I don't even fart." What? Like he just quietly said that.
I'm sorry, JD, that some of us don't have intestines of steel and guts that can digest things properly. Some of us are built like the sun wants to kill us.
Okay.
My constitution score is -2.
Oh my God. Mine is not a Fudos, although if I had one, I would give it to whole milk. My Fudos is actually, my kudos is for Batman Beyond, an animated
I gotta hear the
series
reasoning for this.
from the 90s. Jenna and I were on HBO, which we hadn't opened HBO for a long time. And so we jumped in there, and I don't know why, but I just was like, we should just put on Batman Beyond. You should just try it. I mean, we finished Invincible, so I'm like, maybe, I don't know.
We'll
it's kind of a
scratch
good
an
animated
itch or
show.
something.
And dude, we are halfway through season 2, like 3 days, just binging it all. And the cool thing about this is it's kind of a cool entry point to that entire Batman animated series, Superman animated series, Justice League Unlimited, Static Shock, Zeta Project, that entire interconnected universe. And it's all available on HBO. And Jenna's digging it, so I think we're gonna go through all of that
really?
shit. And it started, and she has said multiple times independently while we've been watching this, and it's just been like lazy Saturday afternoon, just like we've been doing stuff, work stuff on our laptops. We have it on in the background, and she stopped multiple times to say, "This is really good. Like, this is really good." It hit when I was like 11 to 13, so I was watching Batman animated series from the time I was like 7 on, but then this hit when I was like kind of preteen, teenage. And it was so much cooler and edgier and more violent and sex jokes. And I was like here for it. And dude, it fucking
I remember
holds up.
when it aired, and it like really, really it hit hard for our age group because we weren't quite ready to grow out of our superhero, and like Batman the Animated Series was great. Like good animation, but it was still made for children.
Yeah.
Despite like the fact that they made it a little bit more intense. Like it definitely was like the
a lot of Tommy guns
kids TV show for a while.
Yeah.
But then this one came out and we were like, oh shit, like it's growing up with us. Like we are like this kid that's getting mentored. I can't remember his name, but
Terry McGinnis. And that's what's the cool thing about it is that like I feel like watching this back for me has been really interesting. I'm like realizing why I was so primed to be obsessed with the MCU when it came out. The idea of an interconnected comic book universe where you're watching, because I just rattled off like 6 or 7 series, and some of the stories that overlapped in like the Justice League series pulled from like 3 or 4 other series and referenced them, and it was just such a trip. So yeah, the MCU, I feel like it was seeing that again. And I didn't even realize to make those connections. I was like, this is what I loved growing up as a kid. To see this on the big screen was just like such a cool dream for me. So Batman Beyond, if you guys have HBO, or if you have the DVDs like I know Jeff does.
No way he does.
Oh, yeah. That's what he got those DVDs really early on. And so we used to watch it because, man, syndicated TV shows or trying to catch them like live Saturday mornings, no fucking way. And some of these stories had like through lines with different characters, and you never got to catch them all until like DVDs started to come out, and this one was like prime candidate for that shit. Box sets, baby.
The feeling of either sprinting home from school so you could hit record on the VHS for your show, or setting an alarm to wake up way too early for a child should do on the weekend to hit record.
Because for some reason all the coolest shows were over by like 9:30.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is that? All the lame ones
like
were
a
like
6-year-old, and I'm like, it's 6:30. I gotta get up for my
so early to see Spider-Man. Like, it's so weird. Why is that not anyway? Is there any other kudos?
Yeah, I got one other quick one. This is a Foodos. It's just so quick and easy. Sunflower seeds, a brand I had seen online quite a bit, and it's called Smackin'. They did a lot of like online advertising and stuff, and I actually considered buying them because I do like sunflower seeds. Mostly when I'm on road trips, it's my stay awake snack. Like if I'm getting tired, then I bless you. Then I every time I get tired, I just start eating sunflower seeds. It wakes me right back up. So I saw these at Target, and I was like, "Oh, this is the brand I'd seen online." And I got one of them, and I got one a garlic parmesan flavor, I think, which was actually okay. Like the flavor was pretty good. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like amazing. But I want to eat more of these because they have the biggest sunflower seeds that I've ever eaten, and all of them, every one is a big fat sunflower seed, seasoned really well, and like the shell for whatever reason just like breaks perfectly, very easily. And they're not like, some of them you get like the David ones are like very salty and like burning my tongue off.
Yeah.
That's not this. They were very
ones
good.
are tiny. It seems like they're just
tiny,
getting shittier.
These are like twice the size at least. They are big fat ones.
That's kind of blowing my mind, dude.
Honestly, I was like, this is like a good sunflower seed eating experience. I was just like snacking on them a little bit today while I was cooking, and I just had to have the garbage can right next to me so I could spit. But guys, if you're at Target, that's the only place I've ever seen them. I saw Smackin' sunflower seeds. They even have a sweet one, which I'm interested to see if that's any good, like a cinnamon sugar one. But they've got a bunch of different flavors. I want to try other ones because I really, really enjoyed it. So check that out if you're a sunflower seed person.
Say the name one more time.
Smackin'.
Smackin'.
I had to even look it up because it's such a horrible name, in my opinion.
Terrible name.
Yeah, I was like, I don't get it. I can tell you some of the flavors. I don't know. Smackin'. Just start smacking. I don't know. Like, okay, so they have
sunflower seeds.
Cinnamon churro, dill pickle, backyard barbecue, cheddar jalapeno, garlic parmesan, original, and cracked pepper. Oh, and ranch. So, bunch of classic flavors, couple original ones. But yeah, I really liked it. So, if you're a sunflower seed person, go to Target and get some of these. All right, you're gonna love this, Lynn.
Top 10. Take it from the top. Top 10. Don't stop.
Top 10s. This is our third one, right?
Third. Yes.
We got Lynn on to do her top 10 and top 10 games of all time, video games, not tabletop games, I trust. And Lynn's are in no particular order, like Aaron's were.
No, to try and rank these with like a top is an impossible task for me. Don't make me.
We're only doing video games. Blackjack, craps, poker.
Yeah, my number.
If I have to listen to you talk about gambling for one more fucking minute, I swear to God, we play a game that is based on and completely surrounding drugs and drug dealing. And what does Peterson talk about the entire time?
There's a casino. I go sell some weed, get some cash, take it straight to the casino, and lose it all. And then JD yells at me.
Pickpocketing old ladies and then blowing it at the casino, getting busted by cops on his way out. And we're trying to run a fucking properly run operating drug empire here.
Listen, this is Peterson. You knew what you were getting into. One. Two, Peterson does enough drugs in his day-to-day life that he doesn't need to live this lifestyle vicariously via video game. As we've established, Peterson has done the most drugs out of all of us.
Hi, you guys. Okay, Lynn, Lynn, where do you start on your top 10? You're just gonna hit us with them randomly, I take it.
Yep, it's a highly sophisticated algorithm that I used that spits out just games on vibes alone. So here
vibes.
We go.
Okay, let's hear those vibes games. What's the first one? Just throw me one.
First one is Stardew Valley, to the surprise of no one.
Be there for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Aaron had this one on his list too.
I think so, yeah.
And it's just okay. So for me, it was like my first farming game. Similar, I didn't play Harvest Moon or anything like that because farming games used to really stress me out. I would just think about the idea of having to do chores. And I'm like, well, I do this shit in everyday life. I don't want to, again, escape into more chores. But once I got over myself, and here's the key. I heavily utilized the wiki. And that got rid of a lot of my anxiety because I could just look stuff up. And if anyone is a gamer that's like, oh, you can't look stuff up, that takes away like the thrill of the game, I will fist fight you in a parking lot because there is nothing wrong with that.
I will film that on my phone.
Yes. You can look things up if you are an intimidated gamer and don't let anybody shame you. And once I did that, I absolutely embraced the cozy gamer vibe. Like sunk into it like a warm bath. I think there have been previous like podcast like recordings I've done with you.
You were in the warm bath.
In the warm bath, playing the game. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you done a lot of playthroughs of this, or is it just kind of one you grind away on?
So I have my master file, which is like, that's the one whenever any new things come out, I'm like, all right, I'm going to do another year so I can like see all the new things. And that one, I am like a god. I make so much money and I don't have to do any work. But I also like to start new ones. So I think total, I've probably started like 6 farms, but right now I only have 3.
Okay, that's what I was curious about.
Yeah. So I have my big master one. I've got my one that's on the beach, and then I've got my one that's in the forest.
I love this. See,
and I romance different people in each one.
Of course,
oh,
you
nice.
go for the same thing every time. I appreciate having Lynn on because sometimes her and I just like really get it. You know what I mean? Like we're really like when she's like, I don't want to do chores in my game because I'm playing. That's what I do, and I'm like, yeah. But I play Stardew and I do chores, and I'm like, oh, I actually accomplished something today. Just felt like I did something. But also, yeah, like I appreciate almost everything Lynn says. I'm like, yes, here we go. She gets it. She gets it. So Stardew is a great one for that.
All right, what's next?
My second one is also, I think, another one that Aaron mentioned. So shout out good taste is Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo 64.
Oh, Super Smash Bros. 64.
Yep.
Dude.
Yep. This one was one of those games that like, so I had a pretty sheltered childhood with games specifically. Like we weren't allowed to have video games that had guns or blood, like growing up. And then of course, like your parents get a little bit more chill as you get older, but as kids, no. So this was my first fighting game that we owned, that I didn't have to go to someone else's house to play. So we got really good at it. Really good at it. And this game came out when I was probably like 10, young enough where it was still that kind of like little kid. My older brother is the coolest person in the world, and he is going to wipe the floor with me every time we play this game. There will be no mercy for the younger sibling / second player. So I was consistently getting my ass beat. And then he would invite his friends over to play the game because he had friends and I didn't. And so then I would play with them, and then I would consistently get my ass beat. So that's a fun memory. Like, so
of course you loved it. Yeah.
Well, I think like a lot of people can relate to that, like kind of like mentory, like nostalgic feeling of my older brother's the coolest thing. And even though I'm getting my ass beat and I feel guilty, I feel bad or whatever that I'm not as good, there's like the bonding experience that you have with your sibling with it. And then when I got older, I went to college and it all paid off because my training was in the pit. Was in the gladiator pit.
They were like, Lynn is good.
Yeah. So I get to freaking BYU college freshmen boys, and they're like, let's play Super Smash Brothers, like you say that you're good at video games. And I just cleaned shop. I will still ride that high. That's like my glory days.
You deserve it.
Back in the day.
You earned it.
Absolutely.
I did.
I love this like a 2-parter.
Yeah, the best part was like they were like, you're only playing Kirby, so of course you're winning. That's cheap. And I was like, bet. And then I wiped the floor with them as Link.
That's such a move. But I am not left-handed either.
Dude, that's amazing. You earned your stripes in the crucible of siblinghood, and then you just took that to college and just smoked a bunch of dorks.
That's my favorite story.
And now my younger brother can kick my ass in any Super Smash Bros. Game, any iteration whatsoever. So the cycle continues.
Yeah, it's perfect. That's how it goes. Peterson's on that cycle right now with his kids. He's desperately beating them in everything he can while he still can. But I feel like that trend line is about to cross.
If they ask why your dad is being so harsh on them, point to this. Look at how strong I am now.
Oh, and I'm pretty open with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to let you win.
Then neither of us get better.
Yeah. I'm going to beat you as hard as I can, as long as I can.
Let the boy watch. All right. What's number 3?
Number 3 is Borderlands 2.
Dude, Borderlands 2.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. I was listening to the episode with Jenna when she was talking about Borderlands 3 being like the game that she played with you.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. I'm like, that's the same thing that happened to me with Borderlands 2. Like, I was just playing with Jerem. We were having such a fun time, like being so silly. The writing in that game was so good. Like, it was just meta enough where it was still funny without being too cringy. And like, it complemented our play styles really well. So Jerem was always a siren, like doing his like sneaky sniping support things, and I was always like the fat berserker who would like run in and just like
that's
like
funny.
Not think about strategy or anything. It was really good. So there's like
reversal for Jenna and I.
Yeah,
she was the sniper and I was the fat idiot that just ran in and drew all the aggro.
I could absolutely see. I've played video games with JD, and that is accurate how he plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. I just run in. He would get upset. Jerem sometimes would be like, you got to think a tiny bit.
You're like, what? You like shoot everything, blowing stuff up.
Not gonna happen.
It's because you're thinking you're amazing at this game when he's really frantically sniping everybody that's
that's
you.
Absolutely what it was.
You're like, everyone around me's dying because I'm so good.
I'm so good at this, and Jerem's
please be quiet. I'm focusing. I can't be sick.
All right, number 4.
Good. All right, number 4. I don't think this one's a surprise at all. It's Overwatch, the original
Overwatch.
Yeah.
1.
So again, I'm going off of vibes. I'm not going off of like games that changed the industry or like games that like did.
No, this is your top 10.
No,
yeah,
this is me.
You. Yeah.
This is me, and this was baby's first MMO.
Oh, this is like your first online gaming.
Yeah. So I went through a period like probably like high school to college where I wasn't playing like new games. I wasn't playing new games on new consoles. Hey, kids, don't mask who you are. It does a lot of long-term damage. Play games if you want to. Embrace your cringe.
That's right.
So when I first started to like get into games again, I was like, I'm intimidated by playing online with people because this was also like at the height of like toxic gamer culture too. So it was one of those times where I'm like, I'm not going to talk in a lobby with this voice because I'm not going to like I just don't want to deal with that stuff. So this was perfect because I didn't have to have like my like voice chat on or anything. It was perfect to scratch that itch that I had been missing, which is I just want to kill things and other people, mass destruction, and the satisfaction that comes with that, like the competition and stuff. I didn't have that with my games for a really long time. I think the thing that also like helped with that a lot was like all of the other like MMOs that I was familiar with where you had to aim and you had to be really good at it. And this one was one of the ones I was like, I'm just gonna be Junkrat and just throw bombs everywhere.
Spraying stuff.
Same.
Yeah.
I could just not have to pay that much attention because I just throw out Junkrat bombs.
I did get myself a Junkrat tattoo.
Perfect.
Because that's how much I enjoyed the game at the time.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
I love
Overwatch.
That.
I did get to play that one with my family too. Like my brother, we got to play online together. So again, keeping the vibes.
That's so cute.
And he was good. My little brother
Just
like got to Grandmaster at one point.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, he was a really good Lucio. Playing with him was
that's gotta be nice.
Inspiring.
Having a really good Lucio is super
having
nice.
a good support is amazing.
Things he could do.
Okay, number 5.
Back to 2020. Back to Coney 2020. I'm busting out Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Oh, I do remember you playing this.
Yep.
This
and
was
that's
a
purely
huge game.
Huge game. And this one I picked purely for nostalgia. Because I have a lot of issues and gripes actually with Animal Crossing New Horizons. I feel like they went really broad, widely, but not very deep. And I kind of wish they could have like put more into the experience and made it like deeper and less shallow and big. But it was perfect timing when that game came out. Like it was height of the pandemic. We couldn't see people, social isolation. And even just like the theme song will bring back those like kind of bittersweet memories of like feeling alone and kind of scared. But there was like this sense of comfort and having my friends come over to my island when there was a meteor shower, and we'd all get together and like do the little thing and wish on the meteor shower so they could get stars, and like trading recipes and like making cute items and like, oh, I have like the cozy sweater. What color do you want? I'll send it to you. It was a way for us to keep in contact. And now like I can't play that game anymore. And that's why I say it's like so wide and not like deep, because there's no more substance there. I can't replay that game and get a new experience or discover something new. So that game's kind of just like gone. So it only exists in my memory now.
I wonder how many people this game is kind of traumatizing for, because they boot it up and it brings them back to like
reminds
that isolation. And because there's like, so many people that took solace in this game during the pandemic.
That's why I say it's bittersweet, because I don't feel like the same kind of like thrill and joy that I have from like these other games, even with like the little things like getting my ass kicked in Super Smash Brothers. This really gives you kind of like a sense of like longing and like confusion. Yeah. It makes you feel really human thinking about this game, at least for me.
That's awesome. Okay, 6.
This game, real quick. This game, I like you kind of mentioned, the timing of this game could not have been better. Like you said, everyone just loved it. It sold like gangbusters because everyone was just hanging out at home. And this was a nice, peaceful game. It was a change of pace. This wasn't The Last of Us 2 during COVID, where we're all just like, I can't do this. This was like the most peaceful thing ever. And so
one more quick thing about this time is I also remember this game was released the same day as Doom, and seeing the super cute artwork of everyone being like, these aren't two games that are competing, like they're together, and seeing like Isabel and like the Doom guy. Like, do you remember this on like Twitter or at all?
Yeah, I do remember that.
That was also really cute.
Okay, number 6.
Number 6. Oh, can you tell that I'm like just like a Nintendo kid? Donkey Kong Country 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This one is like another nostalgia one, because this game actually did traumatize me. Not in like a sad way that like Animal Crossing did, but I don't like platformers to this day
because of this game.
Country 2. It got so hard near the end.
It does get very hard.
Get to that bramble world with like the bees and everything you touch is just a thorn that will kill you. I had to work so hard, and I think I still needed my brother's help to beat that game.
How old were you when you were playing this?
Oh God, when was it released? So young that I can't even. Donkey Kong Country 2. When was that released?
Let's see.
1995. So I was 8 years old.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Perfect childhood game. And I liked this one more than the first one, because the first one, I play fast. I'd like to have quick characters, not like heavy, slow characters. So in this one, both Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong could move pretty quick. And Dixie could float. And that was key for someone who sucks at platforming. So this game was like a little bit like the first one. I could beat that one without my brother's help. This one was a bit harder, but the gameplay was funner for me. And then, of course, the music. The music just
so good. Yeah.
Oof. They don't compose like that anymore.
That's amazing. But it was so challenging that you still are bitter about platformers, and this still made it on your top 10. Lynn,
it still made it on my top 10.
You are a complex individual. You got layers.
I have so many layers. You don't want to get too deep into this brain.
No, I'm not scratching. Just that first one. Yeah, no, I'm just going to leave it right there at the surface level. Number 7.
Okay. Number 7. The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time. Okay.
Yeah. This was a game that I feel like, one, you could say did change the industry. So like,
oh yeah,
huge.
Yeah,
like pretty big. But it also like actually changed the trajectory of my life. Like I shit you not. Like when this game came out, I was like 10, 11, I want to say. And I was a fantasy nerd. I still am a fantasy nerd. Fantasy to this day is like my favorite genre, my bread and butter. I always have to be having like some sort of fantasy media I'm consuming at any time because it's so fun for me.
Respect.
And this was the first time ever. And imagine yourself as like a bright-eyed 10-year-old kid where you can explore a fantasy realm in 3D because you have never been able to do that before.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it like ignited my imagination in a way that like still to this day, like I will escape to that feeling of like the forest and like the music of the forest temple. Like just so cool, so atmospheric. Like the story was good, the characters were good. Like it was kind of like watching Princess Mononoke or a Ghibli film for the first time, and it just kind of explodes your brain.
Yeah. It felt so much more
like
you go back and play it, or you play the remake, and it's like, oh, this isn't like that open of a world, I guess. But as a kid, with, like you said, with your imagination just running fucking wild, that is an entire kingdom, an entire forest. It is enormous to you.
I would play that game just exploring and walking around and having my imagination like fill in stories for hours. When I finished the game, like I would still just replay it just to like immerse myself in that world. It's so magical.
Lynn, Phil,
and I have
in
Zelda
our chat,
tattoos too.
Yeah, he brings up an interesting point. How many of the games from this list do you have tattoos of so far? 2? Could you just go down your arm for your ideas for your top 10?
Yeah, she's like,
That's it.
Just those 2.
Only, like,
Junkrat and the Triforest.
That's Sailor Moon. That's Futurama. That's Cardcaptor Sakura. But
and a turtle.
Just 2 video games.
And the cute turtle. Yeah, that makes it easier. You just count your tats. Okay, number.
What do I like again?
Oh yeah. What do I like?
You remember that
for a tattoo? Number 8. Yeah, number 8.
Okay. Number 8. Hades.
Oh,
yes,
loved Hades.
This is the most modern game so far. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, I play games.
No, it's not.
This is the most recent one. I would say not modern because like Stardew is still going hot.
Yeah, no, I should have said most recent. Yeah,
like most recent.
Yeah, and so again, I had to cut down a lot because I had other games on this list that I did cut, and it was the nostalgia factor that won at the time because I also did this late at night.
She's like crying. You were crying, weren't you? Me and Lynn are going to be crying while we write our lists. I don't know why I cry so much, but
I did forget the foreshadowing. Going back to Animal Crossing, we can quickly edit this at the end of that if you want to.
I will not. That sounds like a lot of work.
No.
When that game came out, it was pandemic. I did have memories of, I have a villager and they're kind of ugly, so I want to get rid of them. And there were like things that you could do to get rid of ugly villagers that they said that you could do, and who knows if it actually worked, but one of them was like hitting them with like a net, like a bug net.
Oh yeah, just abuse them until they leave.
Yeah, I did that to one character and then turned off the game, came down to bed. Again, it's the pandemic and I'm emotionally stable at the best of times. I started sobbing, like sobs to my husband because I was like, what am I?
I'm a bully.
Am I that shallow? Am I that shallow that I would be so cruel just because I want someone cute? What is wrong with me? I'm a monster. And Sharon's just like, there. I don't think this is really about the game.
Yeah, he's patting you with one hand. He's on your phone with his other hand, scheduling another therapy appointment. He's like,
yeah for sure.
Hey, you free tomorrow at 10:30 a.m.? Yeah, okay, just checking.
Just
buddy.
checking.
And
good times. I am the kind of person to this day, I just cry at everything. Life insurance commercials, a cute cow on the street, anything.
It's so easy to get me for real.
Dude, we're all 3 of us just weepy. I cry at work at least once a week. I will just be making cookies or doing something and just like softly sobbing for upwards of like an hour. I'm like, this is what I do. This is who I am now.
Tears in the cookies.
It's either a reflection of the times or we are just deeply empathetic individuals who feel deeply.
It's because we're good people, I'm sure, or something like that.
Right?
Yeah.
If we weren't concerned, then there would be a problem. But anyway, Hades.
You can feel anything. Hades. Yeah. Did you have anything else? Yeah.
Hades. We didn't even talk about Hades really.
No, we didn't.
Hades is one of the most amazing games. I love everything about it. The art, the play style, the voice acting is second to none. Oh, I love it.
We do get each other. We do get each other because I swear to God, this game was made for me.
Oh,
for like the character
absolutely.
design alone. Yeah.
I
Character design
was
alone.
like into it. All of it. I have nothing bad to say about this.
Roguelikes were never my favorite. Like I would play them, but like they weren't my favorite. The fact that this is mythology. The fact that it's slightly horny, or not even slightly horny, just horny.
It's pretty horny.
Good. But they were so good at keeping it fresh. Like the different like levels. How they would refresh, how they let the weapons be different. And so it was like a fresh new play style with the weapons with multiple different aspects. And then like the Mirror of Night, changing your abilities, switching up the gameplay that way, bringing up the heat. Like they did so much to make the replayability of that game feel not boring and mixing it up.
Oh, it's so good.
And then also it was responsible for my pansexual awakening. So we gotta
I think it was responsible for more than a few people.
That
made the characters very sexy.
And then somehow they made them sexier in the second one. So
yeah, they like dialed it up in the second one. You're like, oh,
I didn't think
like,
that game could get sexier, and it did, and I'm happy for it.
Absolutely did. Yeah. Yeah, no,
right.
those games are perfect.
Two more. What do you got, Lynn?
Can we do it? Okay, number 9. Ready?
Yeah.
Skyrim!
Fuck yeah.
Oh, Skyrim.
It's gotta
this
be
is
Skyrim.
one I was struggling with on
Skyrim.
my list. Yeah.
Because it's the same thing that I had with Ocarina of Time, but as an adult. So imagine that open worldness that you would feel, and then having it actually be the open world. And they brought in RPG elements so I could do even more maladaptive daydreaming. Yes, thank you. Like, perfect.
Paint me the picture of Skyrim 2012 Lynn. What were you playing it on? Where were you in life? And describe like your play sessions.
What did your character look like? This I need to know.
Yeah, that type of
So
stuff.
this would have been say the year again.
2012.
Okay. So I'm just married. Had just like I think we had moved to we were in our apartment at the time. And I don't think I played the game right when it came out. I think I waited a couple of years because I typically will wait for like price to go down and for hype to go down. But Jaron was playing the game before me. He was like, you would love it. You would love it. You would love it. And I'm like, okay, one day. Sure. Yeah. It's just hard for me to start a thing.
Right.
So when I first started, I had Jaron with me because he was like going to help me like make the character and make good decisions. Again, I was like, oh, I want to be like this cool rogue and I'll be like super stealthy and like snipe people from afar. No, we went straight fighter.
That's never how it happens.
Orc barrel in, just like, like didn't do like any magic or alchemy my first playthrough.
Oh, wow.
It was just meat muscle.
Just mace, just blooding people.
Wait, do you play as a male character or female character? What do you look like?
I was a female character. I think I was like I was a red guard. I was a female red guard because they had like the higher constitution and couldn't get poisoned.
Yeah.
And I just went like punching and like fighting
I'm not
my
getting
way
poisoned
through. And
today.
then like and then like you get halfway through the game and then you just start doing everything. So then eventually I started doing like magic more and all that stuff. But yeah, that game is still one that's like, again, 420. That's a great game to play. And just wander around and pick flowers for a couple of hours. You can do that in that game, and it's fantastic. Still a wonderful experience.
Yeah.
But I'll go back.
You said you were playing on the
and,
360, right?
Yeah, the Xbox.
So did you have all the DLCs? Did you like just do everything whenever they came out, or I guess because you played it later, so they were already out.
It was the first. Yeah, I played the first bit just by itself. And that was fine. Then the DLCs came out, and then like I'd play it again. So I've done maybe like 5 playthroughs of that game, and I've done like, that's one that I revisit like almost every year, every other year. It's kind of like going back to a familiar neighborhood that you grew up in and like hasn't changed at all, but you still notice like different things about it that you didn't notice before. That's what Skyrim is like to me.
Yeah.
So I'll do like, I've done the fighter build. I've done mage builds. Mage builds are my favorite now. And then I did like a sneaky rogue build. But I think I've done 3 playthroughs where I was just magic oriented.
Amazing. Yeah.
Nice.
I go magic and stealth generally.
It's just so fun.
Stealth
It's
Archer
just
is
so
so much
fun.
fun for me. Just
Stealth Archer is like
icing people.
so hard to break away from in that game.
It's like it's
so
geared.
hard to
It's
break
like the
away
most
from.
fun thing. Even though I have like the Mace of Moloch bowl that's like stealing people's souls when I smash them with it, I still just want to shoot people with like a hunter's bow.
It's just so fun. That play style is hard to break away from.
Yeah. All right. This is it. The moment we've all been waiting for, even though this isn't a top 10 necessarily, but we got to know the last one. What's the last one?
Are you ready?
One?
Are you ready? This one actually might be a number one. I don't think you're going to be able to guess it. I don't think you're going to be able to get it. It's
all the Lynn ones. I would say
is that like a surprise to anybody?
If I had to guess the Lynn's ones, I'd say Stardew, Borderlands, or no, I would have said Stardew, Overwatch, Animal Crossing, and I think I would have. No, I think those are the only ones I would have gotten.
Yeah.
So,
but
there's one that I thought, yeah, that's the one. I was like, what is that? Baldur's Gate 3?
That's
Baldur's Gate.
That's it. That's it.
I knew that was going to be there. I was like, that was the one.
I don't have to say anything.
Again,
you get it. You get it.
Lynn, this is where Lynn and I really just gel because, yeah, this game is like an absolute marvel in terms of what it is. It's perfect. It's so good.
And patch 8 is so much fun. So I just started another playthrough. Duh. And I'm doing a Blade Singer. I'm not a Blade Singer wizard. That's what I recast Gale as. I am playing a Hexblade Warlock. And it is the funnest thing I have done. The way that you can build, like strategize your builds in that game is crazy. So I have myself classed. So I have a bound hex weapon that's a shadow blade that also occasionally when I do smites will do additional radiant damage. I am so overpowered right now. It is so fun. The new classes are great, and photo mode is hilarious. If you guys haven't tried patch 8 yet, worth it.
Yeah, this Baldur's Gate is an absolute marvel. So I'm glad it's in your list because it deserves to be there, and especially in your list more than anyone I know because you have really dove into this game quite a bit.
It's not an obsession, and it's healthy. It's my mental health coping mechanism.
Yeah, I was going to say
it is the coping mechanism.
It can both be an obsession and be healthy, and I think that's where you've landed, Lynn.
Definitely, I am
healthy obsession.
Yeah, there is not 1,000 hours in that game at all. I'm not like writing fan fiction or drawing fan art.
She's like,
That's not what I'm doing.
I'm not in love with any of my characters.
I don't follow
I'm not
all of
drawing
the
it
voice
myself.
actors on their social media accounts. That's not something that I do. I'm not like reading interviews with the Larian writers and like getting inspiration for how they like do their world building. I don't do that at all. No.
Doing healthy things.
I don't occasionally make Jerem dress up as certain characters in the game. Nobody does that around here. Not around here.
I haven't done any role playing at all. I don't have tattoos. I do have tattoos planned for Baldur's Gate. So
nice.
Coming soon.
Don't you have a t-shirt or two?
Yeah, I have many t-shirts.
A Baldur's Gate t-shirt.
Many t-shirts.
Yeah, I've got one that has a Starion on it that says Girl Dinner. And then I have one with Gale on it that says Gale Dinner.
Fantastic.
Dude, Lynn.
Fantastic.
This is truly Lynn's number one. Like, yeah.
It's just a fun game. Come on.
It is such a good game though. So much variety in it that it is just absolutely beautiful to play.
Yep.
This list is delightful because I feel like more so than Aaron's or Jenna's, this tells us a lot about Lynn's like life, like her gaming history, and we're spread because the spread from Donkey Kong, and then you grow into, like you said, you're a Nintendo kid, so I can see your trajectory. Is that you played Nintendo games? And then you had you had a dabbling of like Xbox here, but then you jumped right into PC. And like you can see that trajectory pretty clearly but then you can still see the legacy that Nintendo has had on your gaming if you look at things like Animal Crossing and stuff and Stardew.
It's interesting too that I missed the era of like Halo and LAN parties. I feel like that's a part of like gaming culture that is so influential for so many people my age, and I just missed out. Well, I didn't miss out. Like I just didn't get to experience that. You know? And so it's kind of made my gaming a little bit funny, because I think that if I had that experience, I probably would have liked different games moving forward. I probably would have spent more time with games like Mass Effect or Fallout, games that I know are fun, games that I could get into, but it's just a little bit harder. It's just a little bit harder for me to get out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, no, I get it. Starting new games, sometimes you're like, I just don't want to.
And a new play style too. There's a reason why I had to be very gently coaxed into things like Overwatch and like even farming games, because I'm just so hesitant to try new things.
Yeah.
Well, it is a wide variety of games on this list. Like, they're not all RPGs and stuff like that. Like, you've got a good mix in there.
Yeah,
I wanted to keep it fresh.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, so that's Lynn's top 10. And just as a call, if any of our listeners have yet to do this, which it feels like they haven't, we have gotten so many listener top 10s. But if we haven't gotten yours yet, email us at the3bitgamershow@gmail.com. That's the3bitgamershow@gmail.com. Or jump on our website. You can leave us a voicemail there. You can email us through our website, or jump on Discord. You can DM them to me or Peterson, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just get us your top 10s if you want them.
Send it to me in a very lengthy text message.
Textual message.
Exchange.
Consider snail mail.
Yeah.
Write me a letter.
Yeah, write us a letter.
Can you imagine if we get a handwritten letter?
Dude, I'm gonna set up a PO box.
To dearest Peterson, I write from you.
Yeah.
To share with you my top 10.
All right. Well, let's go on to dice. We don't have.
Do you have anything for this?
She doesn't have her game picked yet, but she'll have something by Monday, so you can just cut it in. So
I'm gonna do this. No, is she gonna have it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll play this then.
Dice of Destiny.
You got to say your whole thing now.
Oh,
Dice of Destiny is this fun little game.
What do you mean? What are you doing? You just played the clip. I didn't know what we're fucking doing. What are we doing here?
So I'm gonna cut in Jenna's thing after, right? Tomorrow.
Okay, just play the clip again. What we're fucking doing. Okay.
Everyone who's watching live, a little peek behind the curtain. Ooh.
Yeah.
Dice of Destiny.
All right, Dice of Destiny is this game we play at the end of every episode. We roll a 20-sided dice with a bunch of game genres associated with all those sides or whatever. I don't know. And like last week, Jenna rolled a dice or some shit and rolled a $40 stealth game or something. I don't know.
This is shitty.
I'm fucking over it. Let's go home.
So done with the shit. So done with bullshit.
I am not editing a single thing out.
Jenna, what did you pick?
Jenna.
Great pick, Jenna.
Great pick, Jenna.
Oh my God,
that was
Jenna.
Jenna's pick for Dice of Destiny. Jenna, thank you so much for jumping in with that dice pick. We can't wait to hear your review of it next week on the show. Or whatever.
As you can tell from JD's tone, he is 100% sincere.
I love that game. That sounds like so much fun.
You're gonna love it.
Game. It's gonna be great.
I love insert game name here.
That's my favorite insert game name game.
I'm gonna be using our AI voices quite a bit for this. So.
Yeah, it's okay. That's like half this podcast anyway. All right. That's it. Peterson, play that. Spin that shit. We got some stuff. We got some music. Play us out. We got some music from Schedule 1.
This is our drug dealing game.
Peterson and I have been playing a fuck ton of. Eventually,
we'll review it soon. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's great. Thanks, everybody, for jumping on and listening to us. We had a bunch of people, Abby, Gabriel, Phil, all jumped on. We broadcast on YouTube. Subscribe to us. And I'm not going to tell you when. You just have to subscribe to the channel, and it will tell you when.
Yeah.
When you got to come.
You can do our work for us.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening. And thanks for sending in those top 10s. And a big thanks to Lynn for giving us her top 10. I'm JD logging off.
This is Peterson going AFK.
And this is Lynn gonna blaze it up 420. Episode 420 style. Hey.
Buds, dude.
Yeah.
I am wasting so hard.
Peterson.
Fantastic.
So
Such druggy.